Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic. What's the weirdest compliment you've ever been given? I work retail and was told this by a customer: "You're so nice, you must have been bullied in high school." Edit, because people asked, I was in fact bullied in high school. I'm in college now and since it's online the only people bullying me is my family. Fair though. Jesus, my top rated comment is probably my lowest effort. She wasn't wrong. You remind me of a swan. Large, white and a psychopathic attitude. 50% chance it'll either attack you or try to fuck you. Random stranger while I was on a run, nice neck. I'm not saying I believe in vampires, but I made sure my windows were all locked that night. The vampire, disappointed at finding your windows locked, cursed and muttered to himself, "Better luck next time." Edit, I'm glad you all liked my flag joke. If you don't invite a vampire in, they can't enter, right? The very same reason you shouldn't have a welcome mat. A teacher in high school told me several times that I had a perfectly shaped head. Freshman year phrenology class. Good times. I truly cannot believe this is my most upvoted comment, and it's not even close. Thanks for the karma and gilding, though. You have the most Baltic forehead slope I've ever seen. A couple with a newborn daughter asked me how my parents set me down to sleep when I was a baby. They wanted to know how my head could be shaped so perfectly. I'd kill my grown children if I could go back in time and make a new set with you old lady buying cigarettes. Edit, holy crap everyone. Thanks for the awards. This dopamine hits different. She is probably deeply disappointed with them. Edit, I saw notifications, I expected downvotes. Now it seems that I get 100 upvotes every 5 minutes. She doesn't even smoke, it's just an excuse to tell someone how disappointed she is in her children. Dude, WTF. You'd look great in an off-shoulder dress. I'm a guy, but if I ever want to start wearing dresses, I know I'll choose off-shoulder ones. They meant to say you have ice clavicles. Way to give the guy the cold shoulder. Someone told me that they liked talking to me because I made them use their whole brain. I dunno. It's weird, but it was nice to hear. Edit, since a bunch of people are making the same joke about strokes, here are the 5 classic warning signs of stroke. Know when to call for help. Weakness or numbness in the face, arm or leg, usually on just one side. Difficulty speaking or understanding language. Decreased or blurred vision in one or both eyes. Unexplained loss of balance or dizziness. Severe headache with no known cause. I would absolutely love that compliment. I like talking to you because you make me use my whole brain. What do you mean by that? The stuff you say is so stupid I have to think really hard about what it means. Oh. And the shape of your face just fucks with my spatial perception. You look like you're good with your elbows. Said by a 50-plus-year-old man biking by. He then swung back around telling me I should try out for the local roller derby team. This sounds like a dad directing women to his newly out daughter's roller derby team. My baby girl is gonna be drowning in pussy if I have anything to say about it. A co-worker once told me that I was a cross between Han Solo and Drive. Busso Honeydew from the Muppets. This was in 1998 and I still can't stop thinking about it. Was that supposed to be a compliment? An insult? The worst part is that he was pretty accurate, actually. Not gonna lie, if someone told me I looked like a cross between Han Solo and Drive Honeydew, I'd be so proud. It was really a weird compliment, just a really weird delivery. This girl came up to me and told me to look straight forward, stared into one of my eyes for like 2 minutes and said nice. Edit, thanks for so many upvotes. But this is way more boring than you make it out to be. We met through a mutual friend in the city, not a club, buoy or whatever X, and she is straight as far as I know. She was just judging your very soul. No worries. Edit, thank you for the rocket, I shall cherish it for as long as my attention span allow. Edit 2, and thank you for the upvotes and jokes. Likes cheese, few murder tendencies. Nice. And yes, liking cheese is carved deep in your soul. You're so sexy. You reminded me of my mum. Hamlet has joined the chat. Alabama says hi. During an internal ultrasound I once got told I have beautiful fallopian tubes. I've been riding that high for years. During pelvic floor pint they have the ultrasound on so you can see that you're doing the exercises correctly. When you do it correctly your cervix curls up a bit and looks like it's smiling. My pint said, look at that happy little cervix. Now whenever I do my kegels, I picture my smiling little cervix. Almayu killed me with that little face at the end. You have great earlobes. Edit, if there are any single ladies who are into that hit me up. Well, I mean, you do. Username checks out. You are so tan, how did you get so tan? I'm Indian. I'm Indian. Alright then, keep your secrets. Reminds me of when then Italian PM Silvio Berlusconi once complimented an African priest on his tan after visiting an earthquake-struck town. You look gay today by one of my great nan's friends. She had meant happy but it made me laugh so hard I choked on my drink. Thought she had excellent gaydar, turns out she just thought I looked happy. Reminds me of when I was 13 and going on a river trip with family friends. The mother asked if I packed thongs. I was like, what now? She meant flip-flops. You look ominous. The mailman said to me while I sat on the curb reading Time magazine waiting outside my apartment for the mail to arrive. A lot of people try very hard to look ominous and can't do it. I was a pale 6 foot tall, 130-pound white guy in a t-shirt and shorts. People need to try harder. Someone told me my eyes were upside down. Not sure what the means or if was even a compliment, they seemed friendly. This one made me laugh. What does it mean? No one knows what it means but it's provocative. With the right makeup you'd make a really good looking girl. I'm a guy BTW. You could be a part-time model. Spending part of your time modeling, and part of your time next to me. You look comfortable. Not as in I looked relaxed. She meant I looked comfortable to rest, lean or lay on. At first I asked if she was politely saying I was fat. She explained that I had a look about me of being someone who would comfortable to cuddle with and not hog space or covers. I took it as a compliment. I hope it was. This was a stranger I was having a conversation with during the morning train commute maybe 3 years ago. Came from out of the blue, as well. Did you get her number? Nope. I'm kinda dumb like that. I was too busy analyzing the comment to act on anything. An 18Y/O male at the time, was catcalled while walking up the street. The assailant screamed, "You have very good posture." Lol. Edit, I had actually been involved in a pretty serious car wreck months prior and had been working on my posture with a physical therapist to address whiplash-related pain. Gotta engage those abdominal muscles just under your belly. I think you made some physiotherapist very proud that day. I've been told that I have exceptionally smooth balls. Like 2 hard-boiled eggs in a balloon full of downy fabric softener. Gee, thanks doc. But anyway, you were checking for lumps, right? Fellas, is it gay to compliment a patient's balls? I went to my 25th high school reunion and a woman I knew then didn't recognize me. When I told her my name she said, "Oh my gosh. You're so handsome now." Goddamn. That happened to me too. The most popular girl in my class, she took a good long look, and said, "Pastor. Is that you?" But not in a bitchy way. More in a dumb way. We ended up having a really cool convo. I didn't read your username right away so my mind immediately was like, what gets you the nickname of Pastor? Long story short, I've fabricated 3 scenarios but my favorite is the Italian mobster that kills people with various types of noodles in creative ways then leaves a signature pasta noodle. Edit, when I have more time, damned responsibilities, I'll write out the whole story I'd thought of with the mobster and the gist of the other 2 scenarios if people are really interested. Edit 2, holy guacamole, Batman. Thank you for the award and the upvotes and the comments. I'm reading through and y'all have given me some fun ideas to include with the original premise. I'm going to try and give you a full-fledged story. I will post an update in about 2 to 3 days work /school allowing. That I'm like a piece of furniture, don't do much but you notice when I'm not there. Because you're so fucking great. Nice nips, cupcake. I read this in Soldiers, from TF2, voice. It was a crowd Australia Day celebration in the city. Shit was getting a bit out of control and everyone had way too much to drink. I tried to walk quietly by a bunch of fairly aggressive troublemakers, without attracting attention. One of them shouts out, "Hey everyone, look at that guy. He looks awesome. I want my children to look like him." Fucking everyone stops and looks at me. Some people nod and go, "Yeah. Edit, thanks for the awards, kind strangers." Well, they wouldn't be his children anymore. One evening about 12 years ago I was on a bus headed down to the financial district in NYC. I can't remember why we were on a bus instead of taking the subway, as I rarely took buses over the subway. Anyway, there wasn't many people in the bus and every passenger was able to sit in a seat. Directly across from where I was sitting was an elderly Asian woman. She sat there smiling at me for a couple minutes. I wasn't sure if she was smiling at me or just in my direction, so I just smiled back at her. When we reached her stop, she came up to me and said, "You are even more beautiful than Meryl Streep." I was so flattered but also tickled. Meryl Streep is a good 35 years older than me. I never thought of her as a beautiful woman, but that didn't matter because someone did. And they thought I was beautiful too. Meryl Streep was young once and she was a cutie. She is still a cutie, is she not? Considering they were an old lady, they may have thought of a younger Meryl Streep, lol.